Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rooted in Her, a storytelling series within MJ's Garden where we celebrate women whose stories have taken root through resilience, purpose, healing, and transformation. Every woman has a story, and every story has the power to help another woman see herself a little more clearly. Today's guest is one whose journey has been one of courage, faith, and rediscovering who she truly is. Joining us today is Monique Stepps, founder and CEO of True Love Metaphysical and Wellness, host of the Monique Stepps Show, and author from The River to the Ocean, From the Mud to the Sands, Unlearn to Remember. Monique's mission is simple but powerful: to help people remember who they are beneath the expectations, conditionings, and labels that the world has placed upon them. Monique, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. I'm
Of
excited to share
course.
my story.
Yes, all the way. You're in San Diego, California.
Yes,
California in the his house.
I
So
know, right?
I was like, when you had messaged, I was like, wait a second, no, actually, this is perfect because we want to expound, and that's literally the clear opposite side of the country. So I am so here for
Yes,
it. I
yes.
appreciate you. I always like to start with the woman before the business. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am authentic, raw, real, confident, loving, and all these words didn't just come at one time. This came through the process of me healing because I
Mm,
wasn't confident. I was always trying to figure out who I was or following some program or just being what somebody told me to be. And
like
it took me a while to really figure that out. So with that being said, that has a lot to do with my book, and that's my personal journey, and even the name itself of my book describes my healing journey, the process of who I am. And
I was definitely going to ask you about the title because from the river to the ocean, from the mud to the sands, unlearn to remember. So we can just jump right in. So what was the inspiration
okay.
behind that?
So I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from the South. I'm
Shut
a
up!
Southern girl.
Shut up and shoot me! Not you're from the south and you're in big old California, eh? Oh man,
Yes, that's part of my journey.
with your bad self. Let me find out. Okay.
So what happened was I had went through a lot of little things where I've been married twice. It was dealing with domestic violence and stuff like this. So I end up have to go back home to Memphis. That's my hometown. It's where I'm from, born and raised. I'm a Southern girl. I'm a Southern chick.
So
And and I didn't know exactly at the time that I was getting ready to relocate to be out here in California. But the way things happen is the process of my journey where my book, I always write. I always knew I was a writer, but didn't know where to start. So I always journaled
okay.
everything. You know what I'm saying? I always, wrote down how I felt and stuff like that because it really helped me relieve stress. So my spirit team and my ancestors will let me know that you need to write down these things because this is going to be a book. And
Mm.
I'm like, a book? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, really? All right. So I already have the mind. What in my mind when I was going to do, I said, well, I'm not one of those Twitter people that knows how to make stuff sound perfect and all that. I
Right.
just wanted to sound exactly how I sound because I want people to feel me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, when I moved back home to Memphis, I thought that I was going to get another job and go find me a place and stuff like that. And my spirit team was like, no, no, you're not going to stay here. You're not going to do this. We
Ah,
have something bigger
we have
for
something
you.
for you.
And I was like, my mind, when you stress and all these things that I've been through, it was when I came back home, I was tired. I was beat. I was just really tired. And so once they started showing me that I was not going to stay in Memphis, then that's when my process of my journey started, where every time I would apply for a place out there, it'd be like I'll be right at the moment to get my keys, and then something would happen or something would come up. I'm talking about little small little things too. And it was like, what is going on? I was getting frustrated because I was steady
Mhm.
trying because I was like, I gotta get out my mom and dad house. I gotta, this is all I'm thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
so After a while, I was led to look for doing traveling nursing because at the
Okay.
time I was a nurse and I was doing my thing, and I was like, well, I just go start doing traveling nursing, and I put in for a traveling nursing job. And actually, my destination that I thought about was LA because LA had reached out to me and said, "Hey, we come out here for 6 months. We give you a contract. We'll pay you a stipend." Da 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 da. Ooh. So I went on and applied, but what they said was I had to come out there to do the fingerprints for my background. I couldn't do it like most places. You saying you can get it done at the sheriff office and they fax the information, but California is real strict on that.
Really?
So I was like, oh man, I was like, here we go, here we go. And so I didn't know. I was like, well, maybe it's not for me. Plus, I don't know nobody out there. That's thousands of miles away from my home. You know what I'm saying? So that was the unknown to me. So I was trying to stay in a comfortable place with my family. You know what I'm saying, and before I knew it, this time what came up was I called her my godmama, which is my oldest brother's mom that stay out in California. And it was so wild that she reached out to me through email and was just like speaking and just saying, hey, last time we spoke was through the email, but it's been some years ago. And I'm like,
that's funny.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, what's she reaching out for me for? She probably just trying to be nosy, trying to ask about my divorce, trying to get some information to go back and spread rumors. I'm serious, really thinking like that, right? And so I opened up to her because my spirit team was allowing me to see that we sending you the help that you need because you got to get out of here. And I didn't see the urgency of me leaving my hometown until the time me and my daughter, we was hungry and we wanted to get something to eat on. So it was a gas station right down the street. And I said, well, let's go grab some snacks to hold us till tomorrow or not, right? And so, mind you, I'm in Memphis. I don't know if you heard about Memphis. Memphis is rough.
Is it? I've never been.
Oh my gosh. Everybody just say, like, oh, what's the hood parts of Memphis? It's not really just no parts because everywhere is hood.
Is the hood.
Yes.
I'm weak. The only thing, I'm like, you're the only 10 I see. That's the closest thing to Tennessee I got is that little corny joke. But sorry.
Really?
I've never been. But sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wow. So we went to the gas station, picked up some snacks. We was like maybe the third in line. Mind you, it was just one way in, one way out the gas station. All of a sudden, we see this guy come in, standing at the door, going off on somebody on the outside. They were arguing, and so I'm looking like, oh, let's hurry up. You know, thinking in my mind, let's hurry up because I don't know what's going on. But mind you, I don't know where this man pulled this big old gun out. He pulled out big, huge gun, and he was holding it up, standing at the door, talking and cussing at this person outside. And my daughter said, she was like, Mom, you dropped everything. You dropped your snacks, your purse, because it was like,
I bet.
Boys in the Hood video movie or something.
Oh no, not Boys in the Hood.
Yes. I was like, all I remember, I picked my purse up off the floor and I hooked my arm under my daughter's arm, and I told her, I said, we just gonna run straight past him, straight to the car. Don't look back. Just go straight to the car. And she said, and all I could remember was when we ran past that man standing at the door, I let my daughter go in front of me. And then I was right behind her, and I remember that feeling up my spine and the back of my head and my neck when I ran past him, because he could have got that gun and just started shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my gosh, I just can't even explain it, but it was so like the tingling and everything on the back of my neck and my head. We ran to the car, and we got in the car, and we started seeing people running around the gas station because he started shooting. He was just shooting. And so I get my keys. Mind you, nothing was wrong with my car when I got there. All of a sudden, my car started to act like it didn't want to crank up.
No.
I said, oh my gosh, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I just threw my hands up because I knew my team was telling me, we told you, we need you to get out of here, because if you don't, die here in Memphis, and we don't need that. We need you to go.
Easy. Oh no. How old was your daughter during this?
My daughter probably was maybe 15, 14,
Oh
15 years old.
no. She definitely remembers. Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Oh no. That's
Yes. And
so
so
traumatizing for both of you guys.
I know, and it was just so wild because after I said I give up, I just cried out because I was like, we scared, we trying to get out of there, and I just threw my hands up and I told him, I said, hey, I'm done, I'm ready, I'm just gonna go. Whatever next step I need to do,
This is
I'm gonna do it. And for you, my car crunk up. Made it back. We pulled up, and I called my godmom and told her, I said, go ahead and book the tickets. I'm done with this. I told her what happened, and she was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. I said, God has said, hey, it's time for me to go. I can't be here. I don't care what it is. I got to go. And she said, okay. So got everything started. Let's see, after that, the next morning, I get in my car, and my car cranks up all nice. And it was just like nothing ever happened. And it was those little signs and synchronicities is like what shows you, you know what I'm saying, that your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors, whoever, your higher power, God, whoever you resonate with, is
mm-hmm.
really speaking with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you being aware, using your awareness and listening to your intuition, because if you second guess yourself and just bypass your intuition, you always end up in a situation that could have been, you know what I'm saying? You
Completely.
didn't you wouldn't have to go through because you listen to your intuition. And I am such a believer in it because I'm like, man, I'm tired of going through.
Through no, it's so true. It's literally so true. When you and that's the thing though, but that goes back to what you were saying about the journaling and that self-reflection and that healing, because if you're not healed, you won't be able to see. You won't be able to
Yeah.
and look for the different synchronicities that are out there, and just to look at the all of the symbolisms and just little things that will guide you to the right thing. Wow, though, that's insane. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Thankfully that you are alive today now, though. You and your daughter are both here to tell the story, because that's crazy. And that's the thing, though, that people don't understand. The one with the gun. Dude, you don't... And well, obviously they're not really thinking about the trauma that they're bestowing on other people, but it's like, maybe you should think about that before you...
Right.
Maybe if you thought about that, you wouldn't have done that.
Right.
But every woman has a beginning. You shared that your story really shifted after your divorce. Can you take us back to that season?
After the divorce, that's when I moved back home after my divorce. Well, I divorced twice. The first divorce, it was domestic as well. The second one was domestic. I travel a lot. And let's see, the second divorce, I left. I stayed in Iowa. I was in Bettendorf, Iowa. And I know
Iowa,
nobody. Yeah.
ma'am. What? Who? What in the world is in Iowa?
Yes, I
I
went
don't
to
even. I
Iowa,
forgot that was
girl.
the state, ma'am. What? Iowa's
Yes.
out there.
Oh my
What
gosh.
are they
Corn
even known
stalk.
for? I'm weak. Stop it. Known
That's what
for
my daughter
corn?
said.
I'm weak. Oh wow. Damn.
Yes,
Iowa's
yes.
corn, and then Idaho is what, potatoes?
Potato.
These random ass states. As I'm talking shit about them, I'm gonna need someone from Iowa and Idaho to hop on. Inform me about your state that I clearly know nothing about. All right, go ahead. You were in Iowa.
Yeah, I was in Iowa on my second marriage and whatnot. It was a nice little quaint town and somewhere I never heard about.
I'm not to cut you off. I'm just curious about the demographics. Were there a lot of folks that looked like us out there? How was the...
But it was half and half. It was half
Okay.
and half because I was in a, what they call it is Quad Cities, right there on the state line of Illinois.
Okay.
I was. It was Bettendorf, Iowa, and Davenport, Iowa, and then on the opposite side was Moline, Illinois, and Rock Island, Illinois. They call it the Quad Cities.
Okay. That's just like how over here in the... Because I live in Virginia. I'm from Massachusetts, but I live in Virginia. So the DMV. So that's Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. So the same...
Yeah.
Same concept.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yes. I was out there in Iowa, doing me. At that point, this is like before ended up going to California. With my second husband, violence, and I don't know, but when I moved out there with him, it's like, well, you know what they do. They try to get you and move you away from your family so they can do whatever they want with you and all that kind of stuff. And then I had my daughter, and it was like, just trying to do my own thing without listening to everybody else and whatnot. But, true colors come out. And when it did, you know what I'm saying? I had to deal with the situation, which I did. So, he ended up going to
You,
jail.
oh shit! I was just about to say. So how did you end up dealing with? So he went to jail.
Yeah, he ended up going, yeah, he ended up going to jail, and I found out how to do divorce myself because I was like, I'm not gonna be paying no, nuh-uh. I said, because I done did it before, so I'm gonna do it again. So that's what I did. I set myself
Wow,
up.
I'm weak as
Okay,
bitch. Listen, you ain't gotta tell me no nothing. Shit. I know that's I
okay,
know
no,
that's
yeah,
crazy. But damn, okay, so you packed your daughter up and you got in your car and you just packed up like
yeah.
the belongings. Did you ship anything back? Like how does that so if someone's listening to this episode tonight or this morning rather, excuse me, because when it shows it'll be the morning. Um what steps would you recommend like how would you what would you recommend them do? So say that they want to leave. They're in a domestic violence situation and they want to get out, but they're not sure if like
Plan first, especially if you're in a situation where he would try to stop you and do anything to try to stop you. Plan it first, you know what I'm saying? You have to play like it's still going as it is, but you got to be strategic in your mind to make that plan to say, okay, you know what time he goes here and there, and if he comes back, you know these things.
yeah.
So you strategize your plan, and just have one plan set up, have B, C, D, E, F, G behind it. You know what I'm saying? A friend or two, somebody you can call, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to put stuff in place just in case this don't happen. You got this other person you can run to, because I did have a friend in Iowa. I made a friend in Iowa. She did her and everything, and I was able to call her and come stay with her and get some things together where, hey, I'm getting out of here. I don't care what happened.
Right.
So, but I played it off. I played it off like, fine, okay, home, cook meal, you know what I'm saying? Everything is just the same old routine, right? But
Mm.
behind the scenes, oh, I was stacking my money. I was putting stuff up. I was calling my friend, hey, blase, 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 boom. So if any woman in this situation that feel like they talking about fed up, I ain't talking about no, oh, I'm gonna leave him and then you go right back to him. I'm talking about when you fed up, you tired of that man putting his hands in your face and your grill, beating your ass. I'm talking about when you fed up. I'm talking about had it up to here. It's saying this when a woman fed up, it
A
ain't
woman
nothing you can do.
uh,
Okay.
can do about it.
Hey, all
Something.
right, then. When you to that point, then that's when you got to make your move and be strategic about it. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody that's gonna go back and tell him.
Yeah.
Don't be I'm gonna do this and that girl go back. You got to be real strategic and
Mm-hmm.
listen to your spirit. Listen to your
Yep.
intuition.
Yeah. That self reflection.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's just been like a common theme throughout like M Garden as a whole. Like all the books that we've been reading have been get a journal. So for example, we started the African Goddess Initiation by Abiola Abrams. And in that book it says to get two journals. So it's like and it's still I'm just like I'm not journaling anything, but I need to. I need to journal. I need to write things down. I need to like myself in that aspect because I slack heavy. But speaking of writing, you wrote something beautiful in your questionnaire that I came back to my origin to realize it wasn't my final destination. What does that mean to you today?
That time is that's when I realized that I wasn't supposed to stay in my hometown and where I felt comfortable. I was being complacent and I was afraid of the unknown. And we all got that fear of the unknown because we don't know.
You
We
know,
we get scared and don't want to take that chance or that leap of faith is what I call it. Because when I left my hometown and went all the way across the country to California, I feel like I took a great leap of faith because I didn't know nobody. Even
Yeah.
though my older brother, mom reached out to me, I
It's,
still really didn't have no family or anybody around
mm,
me. My brother's mom, but I was grateful for her because I call her my earth angel because she really helped me get out there and get situated.
mhm.
Where it was like show me some things, how to go out there in Cali. This is how we do. We laid back, we laid back here. So I'm gonna tell you what really touched me was when I finally made it to California and I got off the plane, and the first thing I saw was this sign. It was in orange and white, and it said, "Your happiness awaits, San Diego." And when I saw that sign, when I first got off the plane, I just bawled in tears.
Aw,
And everybody was like, "Are you okay, ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay?" And I couldn't even talk because I was crying. I was just
right.
like, I felt like my spirit team was like, "You let me know. We told you it's gonna be
Yeah.
okay." And that was my
You go eat,
first
right.
time ever taking a real breather. Like I said,
Yeah, you literally left all of that behind you. No,
yes,
no, I definitely
yes,
feeling. I've done a couple big leap of faith trips. Moved to
okay,
Myrtle Beach. That was right after college. That feeling on the plane as soon as I remember taking off leaving Boston, and I just started bawling my eyes out, and I was just like, oh my god, these people probably think I'm so crazy, but like literally I just shipped my car to North Carolina because I was my
yeah,
brother lives down there. My father's side of the family is from there. um
okay,
Shipped my car down to his house, flew down. But yeah, so I definitely, I can relate. I definitely get it. But do you see like, do you find, okay, so now in your healing journey, do you see that, or do you find it easier to see synchronicities and all of that now? Or do you think that, I don't even know really where I'm going with this question. Hold on, let me like get my thoughts together. Do you think that now, where you're at in your healing journey, it's easier to see synchronicities, or do you feel that it's something that just naturally that it's always been there? Do you feel like it was something that you had to work towards? There we go. That's the question. Does that?
okay. So did I have to work on? Yeah, because of all I had to like that it happened and that seemed or stand out as different or weird, and I look at it and be like, seen 333 with angel or something, and said a little message on it or something. And I like, myself like there was, or
Mm-hmm.
something. So I just like put it to the side or something like that. And those little synchronicities of different things that I see, I used to just kind of off, or even it'd be like something weird, like if I'm driving down the street and something tell me to turn off left or turn off right somewhere, and I'm like, why am I thinking like that?
Right.
I know my way to where I'm going, so I'm, going, and then all of a sudden you stuck in traffic when you could have went this way, like you was,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, prompted to, but you didn't
Mm-hmm.
go because you so big headed on ignoring yourself and just thinking I'm just going where I know where I'm going. That being said, through my healing journey, I feel like my has been sharpened
Okay.
where I can see now and I understand now. And
Okay.
then, yeah, okay. My confidence in myself and building up my confidence in my intuition, to trust myself. That's where it come from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Loving myself, self-care. I'm talking about some real self-care where you
Okay.
loving on
Yeah,
yourself,
you
listening to
said
yourself.
you said in your that you hug yourself. I feel like I need to like hug and love on myself so much more because that is something that I definitely don't do. So that definitely stood out to me. I was like, I need to do that. And what prompted you to do that? Like, what made you like just start yourself?
Um, Another part of my journey where it was like I ignored my body. It was just, I don't know, it's like I don't have anybody else, I don't have many friends. It was only me and my daughter. And once I started really learning to, myself, and I look myself in the mirror and I tell myself, I love you. I love you. I told myself, thank you for we made it this far. You know, you me here. I love you so much. And it's like when I do it and I say it with conviction. I
Yeah.
love
It,
you
it's so
so much.
it's so
Thank you, girl.
it's so hard for some people though to like look in the mirror and that was one of the exercises that way. So the current book that we're doing for book club right now is The Divine Frequency by Abriola Abrams. Obviously, I'm clearly obsessed.
Oh.
Um, but one of the chapters, so at the end of each chapter, there's an embodiment experiment that you're supposed to do. It lasts for about 1 to 2 weeks, give or take. But one of the experiments was to write a handful of affirmations on a postcard, excuse me, and place them in places that you frequent often, in addition to in your bathroom. And in the morning, you're supposed to read the affirmation like with every time you passed a mirror, just say one of the affirmations just to get more comfortable and build that confidence. Definitely, you should definitely join us on. But oh, I don't even know what time it would be in California, but it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday night.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
right now. It's again super relaxed, just like this. Usually, there's a few of the girls that'll come. But we go live. But we'll read the book out. We read each chapter out loud, so it's not like you have to
Okay.
read a chapter. Um, but some books. Let's go back to your book. From the river to the ocean, from the mud to the sands, unlearn to remember. What exactly does that phrase mean?
From the mud. When you think of mud, mud is thick. Walking through the mud, being by the river, my
The
ancestors.
ancestors. Oh shoot.
Yes.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Oshun, Oshun.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
That's what I was dealing with when I was home. Because
I
at home we
I
have.
bet because when I saw from the so after just reading the title again and then seeing from the mud to the sands, just knowing that you're from Tennessee and then you went to California, that was kind of but it's like you got it in. But how does that? What's that song you when you get it in like when you get it in blood? When you, I'm pretty sure that's super gangster. But you had to like go, through it, and now you're living in your luxury. You're happy. You're joy. Like you're in your like you.
What that's exactly what I mean. I went through the mud, the river, my places in my comfort zone, my home. My ancestors were there. They was rooting me on. Hey, it's time for you to go. You got to go to the next part. So I'm going from the mud to the river and the ocean and the sands. It's vast. Mama said, "Come home, baby. Come home and put your feet in the sand, okay? You ain't gotta walk through that hard, thick mud no more. We finna heal." And I was called to the water. And every chance I get, I go. I go and I speak to the water. I channel with the water. I bathe. I put the water over my body. I gifts to the water because she helped me heal. I just cried out, release.
Definitely, and the water is the best place to release. And I
It is.
like it's like ocean, like obviously not water is water, but water is water. So ocean water compared to like river and lake water I feel like it's a different type of like.
It is. It is. I don't want to say dirty, but it is like the river water is different from the ocean water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. I get it. If
So,
someone watching today feels disconnected from who they truly are, where do they begin?
well, it's all about awareness. Awareness. So the second part of the name of my book is Unlearn to Remember. And that is what I came to do when I moved, took that leap of faith and made it and landed to where my happiness awaits. This is what I was here to do. My spirit team, my ancestors let me know, hey, this is what we need you to do, to unlearn the bullshit so you can remember who you truly are. Who you truly are. We need you to tap in to your power and never be ashamed of who you are. Never second guess yourself. Listen to your intuition and love on yourself, baby, because it's okay. And when I heard and felt those words, girl, tears just kept falling. And I'm trying to wipe it away and try to hide my face. Like, release it.
Release
And
it.
heal.
Mm-hmm.
Release it and heal because it's okay.
It is okay to cry. A lot of people, and that's another thing too that people don't want to like do. Some people are like too to cry, but it's like, no, you need to release that. You need to let that go. Like, not like let go, but as you're like letting it go, you're planting like better too. Like, think, just it's a cycle. Don't hinder the cycle.
Yes, moving on.
Yes.
Releasing
Tell
and
us
moving on.
tell us about your business. What inspired True Love Metaphysical and Wellness?
Oh, wow. So, True Love Metaphysical and Wellness has evolved because it was True Love Medical Center. Then it changed to True Love Metaphysical and Wellness because that's when I learned to accept myself for who I am. I grew up in a church family. My dad was a pastor. Rest in peace. He just passed away last month.
I'm sorry.
I had a father that passed away last month, and I grew up in a church most of my life.
Yeah.
And I was into meditating. I was into herbs and crystals and learning with nature and stuff like that. And we were shunned from that being in the church because we were told it's witchcraft, it's evil, it's the devil, and say meditate. What is meditation? That'll send the open gateway for the devil to come in. What?
Like you just pray. It's literally it's the same.
Exactly. Right.
Just call it something different. Tomato, tomato. That doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah,
right.
No, I get it. I definitely get it. I was raised in the church as well.
Okay.
I completely get it. But as I like grew and realized that it wasn't what it was, and honestly, the African Goddess Initiation, if you haven't read it, read it. And if you're into pulling cards, there's a deck that goes along with it. It's the African Rising. And I didn't realize that there was a deck that goes with the book. And I was just reading the book, like trying to front to cover. And I mean, and God bless you. Like my fan, it's a lot, so I couldn't. But with the cards, it helped a lot more. So do get the cards too if you get the book.
Okay, I know.
But it was when I realized that my grandmother on my mother's side. So my mother is from Jamaica. And then my father's from North Carolina, like I had said. But my other side was very spiritual. But they, shunned. I didn't know until I started reading. It was just like, oh, so that's what grandma was doing. Oh. And then it all and then it clicked and I was just like, okay. Like I'm hit. Like that she didn't because she passed a couple years ago. But I wish that I had come to that revelation while she was here. Then after, because now it's just like, wait, no, I've got questions, which is why it's important for us to journal and to write, because then our littles are because we're gonna become ancestors so that our can have and the not necessarily the path, the guidance, so we're not wasted. Like I feel like I wasted valuable years. Like if I've been hit, but
I'm just saying, I know what you're definitely saying because all my grandparents are gone, but I still remember certain things that they taught me well. So, but with the True Love Metaphysical and Wellness, they came up when I moved out here in California.
Okay.
And it's the True Love Medical Center. It's True Love Metaphysical and Wellness because I am into metaphysical things. And my spirit team said, hey, be you. You like pulling cards, tarot. I'm into that. That's just me. I found that out, and when I start really dabbing into what I really love, that was like, okay, this feels. This I want to do. I want to help others because I'm using this to help myself. So let me share this with others, and that's why it's called True Love. I'm bringing the true love. I'm true with it, and I'm bringing love and showing you how to use tools that been placed on the earth for us to use it to bring wellness within your mind, body, and spirit.
Yes, I love it. I love, love, love it. You said your goal isn't to tell people who they are, it's to help them remember. What does that process
Yes.
look like?
That looks like looking at you being told and what is it that you really want to do with your life. You really look at what you want to do instead of what somebody telling you what to do. And it's all about your awareness. All about your awareness and your intuition. Those are two main things that's gonna help you in my that I do offer. It's going to really help you sharpen that awareness. It's going to help you to feel safe, be able to release and let
Mhm.
go of those things that triggered you to feel like you got to stay complacent in a place where you no longer fit.
Okay.
A lot of people feel that right
Yeah.
now. I know a lot of people right now don't feel like they fit in this job no more, or this marriage no more, or relationship anymore, or it's a lot of stuff that's coming up that's changing right now. We have to be truthful with ourselves, or forever live in this jail that we created and accepted to be in.
It's true.
It's up to you to make a choice. You have a choice to release yourself from being complacent, or you want to heal and move on to a better state of living.
It's true. Speaking of, you talked about feeling trapped by old beliefs and limiting programs. Was there one moment when everything shifted?
Um, Man, there's a lot of shifts going on.
Uh,
But my main thing that really affected me was the first was the religious aspects. Like I said, judging who they are, where they at, you know what I'm saying? But
mhm.
in my focus point in my healing journey, I had to release the religious part where, I had to go to church every
Um,
Sunday, pay my tithes. I
mhm.
had to just listen to God and, don't, it was one of the main things that really made me feel like, what? I so many, I'm like, read the
I'm
Bible and it's like,
wait a second.
what?
Can you explain that? Why? Can we elaborate on this a little bit? Yeah, no.
Yes, yes. And like, why can I question? Because I got so many questions when I read the Bible, and I'm like, it's over here saying that I'm supposed to turn the other cheek and let somebody do me wrong, but just turn my other cheek and just keep going. And I'm like,
Mhm.
so why I gotta do that?
Real,
But ain't
sounds
God
real slavey, if you ask me.
right?
I hold ya, won't hold ya, but
Yeah,
I don't think that's for us. Want
right.
that
And
heck
then
stuff?
okay, and then another main was that really got me was when they said woman was created out of a man's rib, but I had a baby. Then I see other women still having children, and I was like, why did it change? What's the
What
connection there?
happened?
Right. So I'm like, and
Yeah,
then who recorded Adam created Eve to make a rib? Who was the one that was recording that
right.
information?
Who did that?
Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
And you
Right. So,
didn't rant at anything because y'all not asking questions. Y'all just
right.
all these years
So
later.
so I was the one in Sunday school. They was like, oh Lord, here she
Oh
come with the
no,
questions. Yes, it was
no.
like, please don't let L'Oreal talk, cause she gonna take over, and the teacher gonna get frustrated, and she gonna tell her to go sit on the morning bench and go pray about it.
Not go.
Go,
It starts early. Pray about it starts in Sunday school.
yes,
Oh no. That's
just pray about it.
yeah, just go about it.
Yeah,
I'm mad that I'm
yeah.
gonna meditate. A mess. How did you begin trusting your intuition?
Well, from that part when I moved out here to California, it was like, was telling me, hey, you made it out here this far. We told you we got your back. We got you out here. Now we need you to continue to be aware because you got some work to do.
Mm-hmm.
People need to hear your story. People need to know who true love and metaphysical and wellness has to offer. People need to know you. And so I changed my name. My government name is L'Oreal Fry. And L'Oreal Fry her in Memphis, Tennessee.
I know that's
I
right.
let I let her stay there in Memphis, Tennessee. And when I came to California here, I got this where they showed me Monique Stepps. I got Monique Stepps. I heard Monique Stepps, taking life one step at a time. And I was like, yeah. When I heard that, I was like, okay, because it's my middle name anyway. And I was like, Steps. I spelled steps with 2 P's because we got 2 feet. And we taking life one step at a time. You hear what I'm saying? So when it came to me, I was like, okay, shoot. So when it started coming to me, it was like, okay, y'all, really start getting journals then. I'm talking about, girl, I went to the Dollar Tree and got all them little journals. I don't care what kind of journal it was. It could be the little kitty ones. I would get a whole bunch of them. And whatever come to me, I will write it down. Numbers 333 1212, whatever comes, I'm writing it down, journaling every day, because every time I got a chance, if I had a question about something or need to remember something, I would go back in my journal and read it. And find the answer to what I'm asking. And it helps me, and it really does. I tell people anytime, I'm like, try journaling. Seriously, that really does help you, because sometimes you can journal and don't look back. You just journaling. No, go back and read some of it, because I even shocked myself. I said, oh, shoot, I wrote this. Dang, that's smaller.
Wait a minute. Who that is over there?
Okay. Yes, it helps.
I can definitely see that. Helps. Was it difficult letting go of the expectations other people had for you?
At that, I had to work through that. I had to work through some things. I still had to work through a lot of the traumas that I had. Like one of the main ones was asking for help. Was a very big trauma that I really had to release. And it came from my childhood because, when I had something from my parents, and I wanted to go on a trip, and I asked them, could I go? And they was like, well, we got a light bill to pay, blah, 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 blah. And they was like, well, we can do this and that. And so they went on and let me go on a trip. But then I come home from school, our lights cut off. And then I hear my mom and dad in the room, arguing, let me go on a trip. And I felt like it was my fault. And that triggered a lot, where it was like, I don't ask nobody for nothing. If I can't do it.
We pause. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Technical difficulties. You don't ask anyone for help.
Okay.
That was, hold on. Let me get my life together. I just lost my, okay. What advice would you give someone who's afraid to choose themselves?
What advice would I give them for
someone who's afraid to choose themselves? Yeah.
You got to think about it. You got to think about who is going to love on you, who is going to take care of you but you. You can't depend on nobody to take care of yourself, because it ain't nobody going to save you but you. Yeah. I know we've been programmed to think that some big white man God gonna come out the sky with this big beard and big hair, silver hair, to come and save you and make it all better. But don't you know how many times, how many centuries have went past our ancestors and said this so many times, sitting here waiting on somebody coming out the sky to save you? It's not true. We've been waiting on this time for right now. What's going on? The exposure of everything that's going on. And it's all pointing back to who? You. You got to take care of you first. You can't help nobody else if you don't take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. You cannot help nobody with an empty cup. Who is filling your cup up? You can't move without being, filled. You have to do something for you first. And it's okay for choosing you. Everybody tell me that sounds selfish. No, baby. It's true love.
Yeah. No, it's
love. Loving yourself, choosing yourself, regardless, no matter what. There's no selfishness. It's just realness. Be real with you.
Yeah.
Be you.
So true. You have not said one lie. One lie. Okay. Dropping of coffee or tea?
Tea. I'm on tea now. I used to love that coffee, but I had to let it go because it does something to my stomach lining. So, but I have to drink my tea now.
The realist. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Ocean, mountains?
Ocean.
What's your favorite crystal?
Rose quartz. No, rose quartz is selenite.
Okay. What's your favorite affirmation?
Just be you.
I like that. What's your favorite place that you've traveled?
Look, I here in California so much. I came out here, it was like heaven.
I'm so weak. She's like, I am California bound.
Okay.
One word describes your journey.
Um, Authentic.
I love it. And one word you hope people remember about Monique.
Mm. She's out there gonna feel me from my heart. Everything comes from my heart, baby. Everything comes from the heart.
I know that's right. I ask every guest these same questions. What does rooted in her mean to you?
Self-love, loving yourself, accepting yourself for who you are, truly, wholeheartedly. Rooted in yourself, that means you love you for you, regardless. We all have ups and downs. We all have faults and stuff like that. We got to accept ourselves for who we are.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Truly, love on yourself regardless. I know a lot of people try to find some, oh, well, I got something right here, something wrong with me, and I don't like this. Girl, please, love on that and keep going, baby. Hug yourself. Give yourself a kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah. Look, you gotta accept.
I'm trucking, baby.
Yay!
I love it. No, it's
That's
so
right.
true. No, you have to. It's like
Yes.
at all, because it's like if you love yourself,
Yes.
how can you expect to love anyone else? If you don't know how to pour into
Yes.
yourself, how can you expect anyone to be able to pour into you? So no, it's true. It's completely.
Yes. That's why I loved it. I said, oh, rooted in her. I love that. That's beautiful.
Yes, I do. What keeps you
Yes.
grounded?
Breathing techniques. Being
Ooh.
able to look back how far I came. Remembering what my grandmothers told me. My grandmothers play a big part in my life because they were the ones that really raised me and understood me. They stood by my side, even growing up when I was having these experiences of, you know what I'm saying, but they metaphysically, or back in the day at church they would call witchcraft, because I used to see spirits. I used to, you know what I'm saying, I was tapped in. I was a little young one. I'm like, I gotta handle this. But my grandmother stayed with her for me, and it was like throughout my life, you know, they had me grounded, you know, I'm gonna keep going, stay focused, keep going no matter what, you know, we do, you know, they come and pat me on my back, fix my favorite meal, but just tell me, just keep going. So they played a real big part in helping keep me grounded. And sometimes I think about that all the time. And I always venerate them on my ancestor altar.
I know that's right.
Yes.
You said you're always learning about yourself. What's something that you've discovered recently?
Oh wow. That let's see. Learned that I don't like to be alone. I don't like to be alone. I used to feel like, you know, I was solitude for a long time now, and I got comfortable with that. And I felt like, well, maybe this just, you know, maybe what it is, you know. And girl, you need to get up and get out and get the moving. You need to get the travel. You need to get to collaborating with like minds. You need to go do something. Step out the box and go. What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
Literally.
So that's where I am now. It's like, okay, do it. Let's go. What's up?
I feel that. No, I definitely feel that, and I appreciate that because look, hey, we're collabing now, so I appreciate
Yes.
you me into your space.
Yes.
What has your journey rooted within you?
Loving myself, awareness of self, self-care. What is truly real self-care? You know, a lot of people think self-care, oh, you just go get your hair and nails done, take a bubble bath. But true self-care is learning within, you know, what's going within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you really feel about your life or what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? When we don't pay attention to that, we be so distracted about all this stuff on social media all the time that we don't even pay attention to what it is that we really like.
Yeah, that's true. If someone watching today, maybe they're fresh out of a divorce, maybe they're questioning who they are, maybe they've spent years living according to everyone else's expectations, what would you want them to hear?
Keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Congratulations, you left something that wasn't for you, and you followed through, even though it sounds like it may be something that's sad, and you went through some hurting times, but now you took that step to move forward. to better yourself. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Good job. Going. Yes, listening
Yeah.
to yourself. It's okay. First of all, let's breathe. We're going to take a deep breather through the nose. We're going
Yes.
to hold it for 3 seconds and we're going to release through the mouth like 1, 2, breathe through your nose. Hold it, release. One more time, breathe in, hold it, release. Good job. It's okay. It's okay.
I need to work on some note to self. So journaling and breathing exercises is
Yes. Yes.
Monique,
Yes.
thank you so much for sharing your heart with us today. Your story reminds us that healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've been all along. If
Mm-hmm.
today's conversation inspired you, please support Monique by visiting True Love Metaphysical and Wellness, checking out her book From the River to the Ocean, From the Mud to the Sands, Unlearn to Remember, subscribing to the Monique Stepps Show, and following her journey. We'll have all of her information linked below. And if you're a woman with a story to share, we'd love to hear from you. Whether you're an entrepreneur, author, artist, advocate, nonprofit leader, or simply someone whose journey could inspire another woman, Rooted in Her is a place where your voice matters. Until next time, stay rooted, keep growing, and remember, sometimes the greatest journey isn't finding yourself, it's remembering where you've always been. Monique, thank you so, so much. I appreciate everyone tuning in today. Make sure
Thank
you
you.
like, share,
Thank you.
comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.